Hey there, Wojtusk here, and today I would like to try something new. It's not really completely new, it's more like something I very like. I don't know if you know the TV series X Factor. If in case you don't know, there was a TV show where they were telling several stories, I think around 5 or something. And at the end of the story, they asked the audience, what you think, which story is really true and based on true stories, and which of the stories are just imagination and they're just made up by some authors. And I want to do something like that, only that I will tell you only one story. And you can then decide in the comments and everything if this one is based on true urban legends or folklore or something. So it exists already somewhere in the internet or somewhere else, or I just made it up completely. And in the next video, I will then clear this for you if this was just made up or if it's a true story. And true in this case, I need to tell you that, it's meant that I found it somewhere. I made some research and found like urban legends or folklore in the internet and made a story out of this. So that's not like it's totally true and somebody has seen it. But it is said that in urban legends or folklore that it might have been true in some cases. So, okay, so much to say about this. And yeah, of course, with this episode, I would like to begin with a story. And in the next one, I will tell you if it was a true or if I made it up. Let's begin. The story of today is called Forest Trip. There were once an office worker couple. They wanted to make a trip to the forest to strip off some daily routine. They packed all their hiking equipment and took the car. It was a beautiful, sunny early autumn day, and in the late afternoon they arrived at the desired place. As they parked the car, there was a dull knock on the car roof. What is that? They were wondering. But as they got out of the car, it was clear, falling chestnuts. So they were not really thinking a lot about this and went hiking. The hiking was so fun that it took a little longer, and as they were at the car back, it was dark already. They were eager to come home and packed everything into the car and started, or wanted to start. There was again a dull knock. This time they knew that it's because of the chestnuts, so they just started the car and drove back. On the way back home, it knocked again. So first they thought, well, it might be again a chestnut. But then it knocked again, and it knocked again. It had a rhythm. Knock, 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 knock. So the man decided to stop the car. Probably some chestnut branch sticks to the car roof and makes this noise, so he decided to get out of the car and fix the problem. And his wife just stayed in the car. She didn't really care about this and she were playing around with the smartphone. But after 15 minutes, nothing, he was not back. He was still outside. And then she thought, how long can it take to fix a problem with a fucking chestnut branch? And then it knocked again. Knock. She was annoyed and thought, those stupid chestnuts, why are they scaring me? Then again, knock. And it became faster. Knock, 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 knock. also gave again this rhythm. Knock, 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 knock. Her anger turned into fear, and she didn't want to leave the car. But at some point, she had no other choice. After a while, she took all her guts and went out. She looked behind her on the car roof. She saw a thin man with torn clothes crouching on the roof of the car. He had white tousled hair. In his face she saw a broad grin, and his eyes were crazy moving. He had something in his hand, and were hitting it over and over against the car roof. She stepped closer, and she saw her husband's head was in his hand. Okay, this was the story of today, and it's now on you to decide if this one is true or I just made it up. I hope that you liked it. If you liked it, give thumbs up, also subscribe, and start commenting about this story. I will see you in the next story then. So, see you then. Goodbye, your Wojtask.